Hey, everybody. Sorry I can't be there today with you. Thank you, Bill and Linda, for allowing me to bring everybody up to date on the history of the Irvine Marriott battle in the ballroom. And you know what? A lot of you sitting there today probably fought at the Irvine Marriott battle in the ballroom. That's a historic poster. It's the only poster we have left from the battle in the ballroom. 25 years straight. No other club boxing promotion in the country has ever gone 25 straight years without interruption. And this is how it all started. I left the Lakers and the Kings after 8 years at the Forum. And Don Fraser was also the boxing promoter at the Forum. He and I had offices next to each other, so we had a friendship. I was in Orange County selling radio time for UC Irvine basketball. A new hotel had just been built at the airport. This is 1985, and it was the Irvine Marriott. So I went in there to sell him some radio time, and the marketing guys knew I had worked in sports. He said, you know, I was at the Portland Marriott, and there was a crazy guy who wanted to do boxing in the ballroom, and we kicked him out. And I said, hey, would you want to do boxing in your ballroom in Orange County? And he said, you know what? Yeah, because you're a sports guy. We'll give you the ballroom free. I went home, called Don Fraser, said, Don, because he was the licensed promoter at the time. I did not have my promoter's license. I said, come on down. They'll give us the ballroom at the Irvine Marriott. And Don said, boxing in a ballroom, Roy? I don't think so. I said, Don, they'll give it to us free. Come on down. He was not real interested. I kept on really egging him on. And he said, Roy, get me $1,000 sponsorship and we'll do it. I went to Straub Distributors, have Budweiser in Orange County, pitched them. They said, boxing in a ballroom, it won't work. Went to the Coors Consolidated, which is the Miller distributor. They said, boxing in a ballroom, it won't work. I went to a little distributor in Irvine, Wisdom Imports. They imported Tecate. I said, for $1,000, we'll pour your beer. We'll give you some tickets. He said, you've got the $1,000. Called Don. I said, Don, I got $1,000. Let's do the show. On February 11th, 1985, we did our first Irvine Marriott boxing show. Here, the main event, Danny Magic Lopez and Burt Lee. You know who was also on that first ever card? Greg Puente. Greg, you might be there today having lunch. David Gutierrez. David Gutierrez was a good amateur. He's now an attorney in San Diego. His son is fighting. Terry Claiborne. Terry has a big gym, trained great champions, great actors. Terry was on the first card. And Lewis Hightower. We had sold about 400 tickets that first day, February 11th. We didn't know. The next day, we turned away 200 people, sold out the ballroom. Came back in March, sold out the ballroom. Here is one of the reasons I think the Marriott took off. The third show we did, which was in April, the show's going on, and all of a sudden I see people stand up and turn around looking away from the ring. And I thought to myself, uh-oh, somebody's got to fight. Somebody took a swing. Well, we're out of this. We won't be doing many shows anymore. So I start to go over there with my walkie-talkie, and I see Muhammad Ali. Remember, this is 1985. And I'm going to myself, are you kidding me? Muhammad Ali is here. He's there. Go to him. He had his 2 or 3 guys with him. I said, we had some seats close to the ringside. I said, Ali, would you come and sit down? Little did I know that somebody else had brought a guest, Pete Rademacher, who was the 1956 Olympic heavyweight gold medal winner for the United States. Here we had Muhammad Ali, the 1960. I went to Pete and I said, Pete, could we bring you into the ring and introduce you? Champ, Muhammad Ali, could we bring you into the ring? Absolutely. Danny Valdivia is our ring announcer. All of you know Danny. We got them into the ring. Danny Valdivia says, ladies and gentlemen, in 1956, he represented the United States. He won the heavyweight gold medal for the United States. Please welcome Pete Rademacher. Fans are giving him a clap. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1960, he represented the United States to win the Olympic gold medal. And all of a sudden, people are starting, I hear this, Ali, Ali. He won the Olympic gold medal. Please welcome Ali. It's getting louder and louder. Muhammad Ali. Ali takes his jacket off, folds it up, puts it at the top rope. They both square up. They throw some punches at each other. Ali does his shuffle. The place now is chanting, Ali, Ali. It goes crazy. They stop. They shake hands. Ali puts his jacket on. They leave the ring. unbelievable. The next day in the LA Times, who covered it back then, because Orange County had an edition, the first two paragraphs weren't about who fought and how that came out. It was last night in Irvine, Muhammad Ali showed up. And I think people read that and said, golly, if Ali would show up, this must be a legitimate show. What happened, a fighter who was on the card, Ali was at the gym where he was training, and he said, champ, I'm fighting in Irvine. I'd love to have you come down, not thinking he would. And Ali shows up. 25 straight years, maybe 35 or 40 current or former world champions fought at the Irvine Marriott, along with a lot of you sitting there. That is our history. 25 years, battle in the ballroom. Thanks to Don Fraser. He retired in 1990. I bought him out, and the rest is history. Everybody have a great time again. Bill and Linda, thank you for letting me talk about the history of the Irvine Marriott Battle in the Ballroom.